It's Sunday afternoon, so I'm making dinner and also prepping a few other bits for the week. I'm making meatballs for dinner, so to go with the meatballs, I wanted to make a cheesy garlic bread, so I started off by making the dough. I made quite a large portion so that I can use half of it for my garlic bread and the other half I'll make a normal bread loaf. While my bread was kneading, I used some old pieces of bread to make breadcrumbs for my meatballs. I mixed them into the beef and don't forget some for the dog, and I also added an egg, salt, pepper and some oregano. I mixed that really well and then I set it to the side for a second because my bread finished kneading and I wanted to put that on so that it can improve. I put the dough in an oiled bowl and let it sit for about an hour and a half to 2 hours or until it doubled in size. Then I shaped my meatballs using an ice cream scoop. It's so much easier like that. And then I also cut up some onion and garlic. I fry my onion and garlic first until they go soft and then I add in my meatballs. I also added some grated carrot and some spinach because they melt into the sauce and it means I don't have to do any other veg on the side. I feel like fussy kids wouldn't even know there was vegetables in it, although you might need to blend it. My son eats everything, so I don't need to do that. My dog, on the other hand, is so fussy. This is a little beef burger for him to encourage him to eat his dinner. I let the meatballs simmer until the garlic bread was finished, so when the dough was ready, I rolled it out gently and cut it using a pizza cutter. I covered it and let it sit for another half an hour, and during that time I made some banana muffins because I had some black bananas in the fridge which I didn't want to waste. I also threw in the yogurt and raspberry coulis which I made for Valentine's breakfast because I didn't want to waste it. This is a sugar-free recipe which is just sweetened by the bananas and the dark chocolate chips, so it's perfect for lunchbox. While the muffins were in the oven, I made some garlic butter to go on my garlic bread and then I sprinkled it with some cheese. Then the muffins came out and the garlic bread went in, and this is the loaf that I made with the other half of the dough. So I put that in the bread tin and I was gonna cook that after dinner. At this stage everything was ready. Here's Cookie's dinner and look what he did. He sniffed everything and then he just turned around and walked away. Like, what is wrong with that dog? There's a fresh beef burger in there. Here's our dinner. The garlic bread was so delicious and the meatballs were also so good. This was such a gorgeous dinner. Cookie did come back after about 20 minutes to have his dinner. I don't know why he always does this. And here's my other loaf going into the oven. I put some bagel seasoning on it, which I didn't actually like, and I scraped it off, and that was the bread. It was gorgeous.